Sorry about that, people.
Did you see me?
Yes, I do.
As you can tell, we're doing this. Hi!
We're going to have
Welcome.
fun.
We're waiting for everybody to come join us for Dara and Donna's Modern Mahjong first Facebook Live. As you can tell, if you've been on other Zooms and stuff with us, we are learning as we go. So please bear with us because we don't know what we were doing, but we figure we'll all learn together. So, introduction, I am Dara, and wave. That's Donna. Donna is camera woman, and she's going to be moderating any chat, any questions. And are we good?
Yep.
Okay. So basically, we thought that since we are a online store, that this would be a fun way of letting you guys see our product kind of up close and personal if you haven't had the pleasure of being able to begin with a beautiful roll at your games. And before we start, we just want to thank our friends and customers who have turned into friends, because we were just laughing about how April of 2019, we started with a pair of these beautiful golden joker dice, and our name was Mahjong Dice, and we came up with the tagline, begin with a beautiful roll. I think of it as how Disney says it all began with a mouse. And we kind of knew that if it took off, that really wouldn't be where we stayed, that we would continue creating new and exciting products for Mahjong, because every time you look in a newspaper article, whether it's from 1920 to now, Mahjong is constantly undergoing a resurgence of players of over 40 styles of Mahjong throughout the world. So without further ado, welcome. First, we're going to share some products, then we'll take some breaks and do tips and strategy. For those of you who filled out our little short Google Forms survey, thank you. We got some great feedback. And two of the things we noticed that you guys want to hear from us is, well, one thing is you love our virtual vintage, which thank you to all the collectors who may be on right now. Our virtual vintage Zoom, we share amazing, exquisite sets that you might not ever get the opportunity to see if it wasn't for our collectors taking pictures and videos and sharing them. If am I speaking too fast, or am I okay?
You're good.
I usually speak fast. Born in New York. In addition to our virtual vintage, a lot of requests for strategy. So today is just going to be kind of like in 2022 and really focus on some strategy tips for National Mahjong League play. And the other thing people really want to know is our virtual vintage are really high-end sets and beautiful vintage sets. A lot of people want to get back to the basics and just know the different materials and what to look for in a set and things like that. So those are exciting Zooms that Donna and I are going to have some collectors join us for a panel to do in 2022. And we are always open to suggestions. Our email is modernmahjong@gmail.com. If you have any tips or requests for Zooms, please email us. So our first series, I feel like
Just so you know, I can't zoom in. I don't know why.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm going to move closer to you. Yeah.
Close? Okay. So I feel like I am in like the Home Shopping Network. Here we go. Rather than. So our first series is our bamboo series. And a lot of people who don't play with National Mahjong League rules preferred dice without jokers. So we thought this was a great series to have either a beautiful peacock, we call it the prestigious peacock line, or a panda bear, and the most recent we introduced was our sprout bam. And for those of you who don't know what that little pineapple looking shape is, that is the little sprout that turns into the bamboo. And it's extremely highly desirable in a collector set. And we thought if you can't find or afford a sprout bam in your set, you can roll to begin your game. So you might notice the different sizes. We have curved, rounded edge, we have 16 millimeter, we have 19 millimeter. One thing about our dice is all the sizes are the same price. So these are normally $26, and they are currently, the sale price is $20.80, and all of our dice include free shipping. For our, I'm going to try not to say for our dice, they always come in this beautiful little red bag.
Yeah, so it's ready for a gift.
Yes.
Or
we have different
gift bags
that you can select. We are adding that to checkout. That should be in today. Speaking of checking out, good reminder, anybody who purchases during our sale and enters the code, am I good?
Yep.
Enters the code live at 5, you will get this commemorative keychain, and it says, you can see it on our website, it says commemorating 2021, the year of online Mahjong, because as a lot of us know, Mahjong was something that was just taken away. I mean, a lot of things were taken away from us during the pandemic, but Mahjong was really a connecting force, and being able to play online and meet everybody virtually on our Zoom talks was something that we really appreciated.
Just here, Linda Coe says the panda dice are beautiful, and Diana Scott says I love these dice.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go to strategy, or are we moving on to another?
Yeah, I think we'll start with some strategy. So one thing about strategy is if you asked 31 players, just like Baskin Robbins, you would get 31 different answers. So if you go to our YouTube channel, which is YouTube Modern Mahjong, we just recently shared a 4-part video, which is literally us typing the card for you. And it's sometimes when you say read something, I mean, the Mahjong League does a wonderful job of putting the card together and putting all the rules on the back, but they can't fit everything. So Mahjong Made Easy is a book that's available from the nationalmahjongleague.org's website, and that fleshes out all the rules. However, if you do read the back of the card, I would say 80% of the questions that we get asked are on the back of the card. So one of the questions we get asked is, do you need to memorize the card? Some players do after playing a few times. It's not necessary. What would be a great idea, and this was actually from Barney Galacio in our Zoom talk with our card review with him, when you first get the card, make the hands. Is everything okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. I see my producer waving the... make the hands with the tiles. Then take 9 tiles away, pick another 9 and see how far you are and if you're close to that hand again, or how to create other hands. Or just go through the card and make all the hands with the tiles. And since there's a lot of them, especially in the singles and pairs, don't get stuck in a comfort zone of just certain sections. If you don't get jokers, start with a singles and pair and then have a backup. I think Toby might call it either the garbage hand or the dump hand. Toby Sock talks about once you start getting jokers, then you could switch if you want to, if you're not too close to getting the singles and pairs, and you could switch to a corresponding hand. So that's one thing about knowing the card, is that it gives you flexibility, and it also gives you the ability to play defensively, because then you start to recognize other players' hands. So another tip we have, this is a 2-part tip, and we are not related or affiliated with any online website that is part of our tournaments or any apps, but there is an app on Apple, and one of the apps is on Google. The American Mahjong Practice app and the American Mahjong Defense app. And the Practice app, actually, the programmer did a favor for us for one of our Charleston challenges. If you and a friend put in a code, you can be dealt the same tiles and go through the Charleston and then see where you end up. So it's a really great tool for learning the card and seeing how your decisions impact what you get.
Okay.
All right, so our next product, we can move to accessories. So this is actually the only product on our site that is not exclusive to us. This is a Mahjong Tile Bowl. And I don't know if you could tell, but that is not tiles in there. Those are actually painted. Some people thought they were just actual tiles stuck in the bowl. What's great about it is it's aluminum and food safe. And now with resuming in-person play, it's great to have an individual bowl so everybody's hands aren't touching the bowl. And then if you look over my shoulder, I feel like Vanna White. This will be inspired by Dara and Donna Modern Mahjong. We will be introducing our I Love Mahjong sculpture that should be on our website probably
this week. Yeah, this week.
So we are excited about that. So that is something that will be a great gift for your teacher, for a friend.
I mean, we can't promise it for Hanukkah, unfortunately, but it's coming in this week.
And then I will model this is our Gaiter. This was my sister was our model for this on Feller. So it's a great mask. Mm-hmm. It's great if you have to walk around outside and then you need a mask to walk in somewhere. And then it's versatile because it also, I'm not doing it right now, but it could be a headband.
And I love it as a scarf, just around your neck.
Well, yeah, my turtleneck doesn't agree with it.
Which is nice. How about the east wind indicator?
Yes. So this is our east, and I didn't do prices. So everything that I showed you, the bowl and the gaiters are all 20% off on our website as well. So this is an east wind indicator, and I don't know how many times you guys are playing and someone says, who's east? You guys get up for a snack, someone goes to the ladies' room, you come back, men's room, you come back, you forget who's east. So this is great because it can get passed around from player to player. As is, the east wind indicator is 20% off. We also have it custom order, and usually we get it within 2 weeks turnaround time. You can do whatever you want. You could have every name of your foursome on there. You could have east on one, north, east, west, south on, you know.
The name of your group, yeah, anything you want.
So that is something that is a great gift. So the non-custom one is 20% off. This is great. I don't know if, a lot of people ask us with the old racks, what are the little coins on the outside and how come their set came with 5 racks? So a little tidbit is, some of you might know this, but when people used to play, their coins were their money and they traveled with their rack. So you would get up and you would rotate out and you would keep track of your rack. So this was a great way, if you had your name on it, to know whose rack had which coins on it. So this is kind of a retro-inspired either keychain, or you could put it in your rack, or you could put it outside a box.
I put it on my bag that holds my card and my money.
So this one is actually, I forget the price, it's on here
it's
somewhere.
there. This is a blank one.
Yes.
You can write your name on it in a Sharpie, or we can custom make in any name again that you want it.
Right. So the blank ones are $14. They're currently on sale for $11.20. The custom ones are not on sale right now, but those a lot of people order for a group present or for putting on their tiles. We also have, which I don't have here, but if you go to our website, we also have tile indicators. A lot of times if people, actually, you know what? I think I might have it in here. A lot of times if people have a lot of sets and they forget which set is which,
Here's one.
Oh, perfect. So you could get it in any set, ivory craft, net, and it's a great way to keep track. And if you have a large collection and you want to keep track of all of them, don't order online, email us first, because we do give a discount for large orders for that.
Okay, so you're going to give another strategy tip?
Yes. So the next strategy we have is, there's a lot of strategies you could learn from other games. And this was a series of posts that we did in Facebook Mahjong community. One thing I read when I was learning about Scrabble was it's really important what you keep on your Scrabble tiles more than just what you put on the board. Because if you can get 40 points without using an S, or if you can use the S. So similarly, you could learn from Scrabble, you could learn from poker. Poker, don't give tells. And what I mean by tells is, we play with someone, and if she sees the way your tiles are separated on your rack, she guesses what hands you're doing, and a lot of times she does get a lot of insight from how that is.
I hope she's not watching.
Hi, Abby. Another thing is, a lot of people have a habit of putting flowers on the left, going in order, and putting discards on the right, which is fine. However, if you're constantly discarding on the right and you have a space, you're telling the other people you're playing with how many tiles you need until Mahjong. So unless you're super sly and you're moving it around and doing it differently, you're giving a lot of information out by how you have the tiles on your rack. So it's a really great tip to keep them all together. Another thing is, when I'm one away, and I play with Donna, so I shouldn't be saying this, but when I'm one away, I lean closer to the table because I'm waiting to call that tile. So I've tried to make an effort of having better posture the whole game and not leaning forward. And it's the same as when somebody throws a tile. It's, I think Bubby Fischer coined a term from, now I'm going to forget who said it, but a French author, philosopher said, luck favors the prepared mind. If you know what tiles you're ready to call, you won't have to say, oh wait, and then people know what tile you might need. So it's really great to learn from poker and have a poker face, know what you need to call, and don't give off tells.
Okay, so you want to move on to the one joker away, our large collection?
So this is a very large collection. So one joker away is a nickname for a lot of players because they feel like they are always one joker away. We have these in several different color combinations in several different sizes. Certain ones, like the blue and silver, there's certain ones that if you want, they're very limited in quantity.
Don't say
So we have blue and silver, red and gold. They're all green and yellow. We have, are you pointing to others? Oh, and then we have, if you're a Gaiter fan, we have one Joker away in orange and blue. For FSU fans, we have maroon and gold.
Go
And
Noles.
actually, the maroon and gold look great with the maroon back sets, or the two-tone sets. Oh, Donna actually has one to show me.
Burgundy
Burgundy
dovetail.
dovetail. A new addition. So these are really great. These are $26. Doesn't matter which size, and they are on sale, and they're 20% off now.
And of course, as Dara said, there's always free shipping with
Always
the
free
dice,
shipping on dice.
which is great.
Yes. So now I will move on. These are, so a lot of people tell us that they play other styles that don't have jokers. So just like our band dice that don't have jokers, here are some that are lotus or flower for the one dot. And we have marvelous pink in white or black. We have classic floral, and we have the jokerless ivory with black and red, which is a true, if when people call or message us on through our website, I recommend this pair a lot for people who don't know what set someone has, because they're very versatile and they really go with a lot of different sets. So these are all also 26 less 20%. And speaking of which, when I was talking about jokers, a lot of people have house rules with our dice. So if you roll a joker, just like how some people have a house rule that if you roll doubles, the players can pay double for that, or whatever you want. I mean, it could just be a fun little house rule with our jokers. So we are very excited, and excuse the dad puns, but it's always a perfect time for Mah Jongg.
Meow.
And our big Barker toy is back.
And it squeaks.
And it squeaks, and it floats, and we have pictures of it with a winner of a contest with their Great Dane having it, as well as my 6.5 pound Chihuahua loving it. So, I mean, it works for more of like a pillow for her, but but they float, they squeak, and they're washable. So this has been used many times and in and out of the washing machine, and great. And this has catnip on it, and I don't know why, but sometimes little dogs like it too, but that is off-label. We are not recommending it for that.
And we came up with the idea just because so many people send us photos of them playing with the cat on the table or their dog in the chair, and we just think it's a great thing. So don't forget about your pets this holiday season.
So these are our classic original, and we actually got a lot of people saying that they love them, but they wanted something bigger. So we love hearing from our customers. So unfortunately, it is so hard to show. I don't have
How big they are?
there. It is so hard to show on the website how big they are. But at MahjCon, which is a convention that I just went to in October, and that's going to be coming back October 2022. It's led by Michelle Frizzell and Debbie Barnett. So these were, ironically, a huge hit at MahjCon. Just because they're bigger, they are not, I mean, you could just see. So, just because they're bigger, they're not more expensive. They are the regular price of, is it 36 or 32? 30.
You have the price.
Yeah, I think they are 32 less 20%. So, and then keep an eye out for these. There may be more styles of these coming soon, but you heard it here first.
So regular size dice are 16 millimeter. These are 25 millimeter.
So we have 16, 19, and these are 25.
Right. So you want to do another strategy? Or?
Here, let me do the rainbow ones.
Okay,
again.
good.
So now,
By the way, Dara, your mother's watching.
hi, Mom.
Hi, Phyllis. Oh, Joy's watching. Teresa.
Hello, ladies.
Deborah Davidson.
So I'm
Helen.
doing this backwards, so this might be, we got the California connection going.
Yep.
And there needs to be a word other than jealous or envious of, like in Germany, there's a word when you get joy from others' pain. There needs to be a word from joy from other people's joy, because seeing Teresa's picture, visiting Deborah and all the Mahjong games that they were having, Donna and I had such joy for their enjoyment. So there needs comment if you could think of a word for joy for other people's joy.
Okay,
so these are our roll the rainbow and chiclet dice. If you have one of those, there goes an If you have one of those multicolored back sets, these look great with those. These also are just a colorful way if you have a traditional bone and bamboo set or a regular white set that you just want to add a pop of color. The black are great if you have a Waterbury set or a ebony set.
I have a black back set.
Yeah, they just look stunning with that. So once again, all the ones you see here, $26 less 20%, include shipping. And some of them have jokers and some of them do not. So this is a good time for a strategy tip. So one of the things that people ask us is, why do we roll the dice to begin with? And the first reason is every style of Mahjong, and I am last count there are over 40 styles. Every style of Mahjong begins with rolling the dice, and it's the same as if you went into a casino. You would never say to the dealer, "Well, no, I don't want you to cut the deck." It's not necessarily that it prevents cheating, but it gives the appearance of randomness and of no impropriety. So Julia Roberts famously said on Stephen Colbert that she loves Mahjong because you're creating order out of chaos. So this is a way of randomly getting your tiles. And it's really funny because on Mahjong Community, on YouTube, I did a video where I dealt 14 tiles to myself. David filmed me, and I dealt myself a quint hand. And I know that's an exaggeration and it wouldn't happen, but if you happen to play with somebody that constantly gets jokers, but you're rolling the dice, then you know it's just the luck of the tiles and they're a joker magnet. So
people were not happy with that video.
No,
They said,
no.
I wouldn't play with someone like that, or we're friends. My friend wouldn't do that.
yeah. So another question we get asked a lot, and it's kind of, I think, depends on the way teachers teach this word, but for some reason the word dead, I think, is kind of a harsh word for the game, and a lot of people don't want to call another hand dead. You're not calling the player dead, you're calling the hand dead. So the question is, should you call another player's hand dead and when? So some of the considerations are you sure you're correct? Because if you're not, if they continue to play and at the end they are proven that they were not dead, there's a 50% penalty either way. So if they agree and they do stop playing, you get more picks. You get every third tile instead of every fourth tile. If the player has exposed jokers that didn't make the hand dead, those are still viable, and those can be exchanged. Any joker made after the hand's dead, or if it was in a concealed hand, those no bueno. You cannot get those. So it is a harsh word, but it shouldn't be treated as such, and it really is just part of the game. One thing that was really interesting, we share a lot of strategy tips on Facebook Mahjong Community, and I knew it was a rule, but I just read the book and I hadn't seen it, but typing it out I noticed, if you expose a concealed hand with jokers, and you expose it, the rule requires you then bring all of them back to the sloping part of your rack. And that prevents somebody from saying, oh, I want to exchange the joker, because there is no temptation because it's back in the rack. And that's the same as jokers that made a hand dead. The original exposure stays up, but the rest comes back. So,
should we show them our clear?
which do you want next?
Right there on the table, the clear.
Yes. So these we call clear winner, because you're always a clear winner when you roll Mahjong dice. So these are red and yellow and white, or green and gold. Is it gold and yellow? I forget if these are, yeah, gold and white.
Mm-hmm.
And these are also 26 less 20%.
These look great with the triple lucite
Yeah.
sets.
I love that. I have these with my green set.
Yeah. These
I
look
don't know
great.
which one I'm going to put with my black set. And then, so a lot of people love our ivory dice, and you could see the difference between the ivory and the white here. But for people who had Bakelite, or actually now we learned that it's actually Bakelite is kind of like saying a tissue is Kleenex, so it's really Catalan. But if you have a vintage set and you don't want to clash, we came out with Bakelite dice, and they are available in dot, and it just looks so
You'll
great
see.
with Catalan tiles or Bakelite tiles, just depend. And there's, just like the tiles have a range, these literally are not currently produced. These are from the 1950s, I believe.
Yes.
So they all age differently and have different like striata in the coloring. So they're really a beautiful combination, and they make a great gift. These are on sale for 20% off. Additionally, we have custom ones if you want to purchase somebody's name or nickname, or if you want to get initials or a monogram. So I think I have that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you could see.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see Dara?
Yep.
So those are also available, and that's a little bit of a turnaround time.
But as Dara said, these are true Bakelite, and they do not make it anymore, so they're very special.
So one thing that Donna and I get asked a lot is, this is all foreign to me, I don't understand, it's like learning another language, how do I learn, how do I get my spouse to learn? So we came up with Mahjinoes, which is our exclusive game. It is a 28 tile game, higher, lower? Okay.
No, perfect.
And there's only one joker tile included, so if you don't play with a joker style, you could just remove that. And it's basically kind of like a domino tile matching game, but we consider it like training wheels for Mahjong. So this way, if you play with it, you have a great understanding of just the terminology, dragon, bam, dot, crack, and then when you're ready to move up to Mahjong, you already have that familiarity. The other great benefit of it is a lot of players have incredibly expensive vintage sets, and their grandkids, their kids want to play with it while they're eating a frozen icicle or lollipop. So this is a great alternative to learning how to play and having very durable tiles to play with.
The best part of this game is the pictures and the videos we get from people's children playing with it, and it's just wonderful.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lori.
Caleb, little Caleb plays with them.
So now, from the beginning, Donna and I always felt it was very important to give back.
Mm-hmm.
So from the beginning of our business, and I think this is our 4th pair of purple dice?
Yes.
3rd or 4th? So any purple dice that we sell, we give $1 back to Alzheimer's. So we have Power of Purple, and if you are having an event and you need party favors, please email us because we do give group discounts on the Power of Purple. And we have a very few remaining bling dice left, which I don't know if I could.
There's a crystal in the one. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So $1 from every pair, and these are also 20% off. And then, speaking of giving back, we are absolutely blown away and thrilled with the response we've been getting for our pre-orders. Oh, I don't want to forget our options.
Yeah, I was going to say that. And our set will be last.
Yeah. So we are collecting pre-orders for the 2022 card. And $2.50 from each and every card that comes to Dara and Donna will be donated directly. And it's amazing how generous they've been. We thought we were going to receive a check for a little over $5,000, and we actually received a check last year for $7,000 because they gave us a bump in appreciation of all the work we've been doing. So that's been incredible.
So it's a win-win. You're going to order the card anyway from the Mahjong. If you order from us, $2.50 goes
and
to the
people
Alzheimer's.
who ordered from us, you get it, you know, we submit it by the deadline, so you get it in that first tranche of emails that are, you know, that
Yeah,
cards that
it's
are
an
sent
easy
out.
way to raise money for
So
Alzheimer's.
the cards are $9 or $10 for the standard or large, and there's an order form. If you want to pay by Venmo or Zelle, feel free to email us and we'll send you
Yeah, that's
that
new
info.
this year, that we're letting people pay by Venmo or Zelle,
So actually, you know what,
which has
Donna,
been really
I will hand you.
good.
Why don't I hand you this? and you
Okay.
can say, I'll put
So
them
this
up.
is a new product. It's not on sale because it's new. For everybody in the know, in the Chinese zodiac, this is the year of the ox. So they've been very successful. Next year is the year of the tiger. We have the year of the rabbit, the dragon, the snake, the horse, the goat, the monkey, the rooster, the dog, the pig, and the rat. So we have all 12 of the Chinese zodiac. In the dragons, we have a red dragon or a green dragon. What's nice about these is I'm not going to tell how old I am or how old Dara is,
Oh, you can tell Mike.
but it's a great birthday present too for somebody that was born in a certain year.
I think I'm a dog. I think I'm
So
1970.
I'm the year of the rabbit, and Dara is the year of the
1970s
dog, and so it's great. So for next year, for example, is the year of the tiger. If you know someone that was born in 1938, 1950, or 1962, you could buy them for them and give them to them for their birthday. We have all of these available in stock. We'll have the year, all the years on our website, so you can check it out.
And then we are also doing a collector set, where you get to choose either the red or the green dragon, and then you get 12 pair total. And if you happen to already have purchased one of the first 3, because we had the first 3, the ox, the tiger, and the bunny out, send us an email and we'll send you an invoice less the ones that you already have.
Yeah, so show them. I love the ox and
the bag. Let me see where the bag is.
What? Which bag?
No. We have a picture with the bag. Oh,
okay.
The bag is going to have a little red dragon on it. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the ox and a lot of them are swirled, but I love the ox and the tiger. My watch. I'm not talking to you. It's my watch. It's a swirl dice, and it is just very cool. The horse. A lot of them are a swirl, and it's just a different type of dice than we've done before, and they're really pretty.
So we did the pets. Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah. So
we did the pets. We did the accessories.
Yeah. So
before we get there, gift cards are always available if you need to send that quickly.
And last but not least,
I don't know how far I have to go back.
You're good. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, and I could move back too. So. This is our replica black Enrobed set. It is not usually on sale because we have made a limited number of these.
This is the joker it comes with. So it comes ready for National Mahjong League play.
152
tiles.
Yep.
8, is it Standing Buddha or Stretching Buddha? I think it's nicknamed.
Yeah.
And in addition, we love, can you see I love the peacock. Mm-hmm. The black and green peacock. But in addition, separately, we can do custom jokers either with text or picture or text and picture. So for the most part, if it's a simple design, there's no additional charge fee for that. It's just the price of the 8 tiles. If it's a very complicated, email us and we can see what we can work out. In addition to the 152 tiles, it comes in a magnetic closing case, and it comes with
the ivory handed dice.
It comes with the dice that match
the one bam,
mm-hmm. and a lucky. This is going to be hard to see.
Yeah, a lucky 1 bam coin. Yeah. So to give you guys good luck when you play with this beautiful set.
So we have way more Zoom and other talks and tournaments coming up. February 1st through February 7th, we're going to kick off our next tournament. It's going to be for the Year of the Tiger. You can play in person with your group. You could play online. If you have any questions about it, feel free to contact us. From the first tournament that we did, which was for Alzheimer's, every month we donate to a different charity. So I don't know if you heard, Fran Drescher did one with us 2 months ago. We donated to her charity.
Laura Geller.
And Lori Geller, we donated to Cancer and Careers. So it's really been fulfilling and rewarding. And to think that it all started with just a pair of dice that we created. It's been really great connecting with all of you.
Teresa says she wants one. Not sure what. One of what? Kathleen DeMarco says, amazing. I'm so happy that you organized the card purchase.
Oh, thank you.
And Deborah Davidson, Tiger Eye Dice are gorgeous for the upcoming Year of the Tiger. I've encouraged friends to purchase your set.
So you guys have been so supportive of our small women-owned business. We love it. We just really have other great ideas on the horizon. So thank you for your support, and thank you for. Here's Donna.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us. See you online.